light cake layers, cream cheese frosting, and homemade cranberry sauce equals everything your heart desires. The name of the cake is in German, which translates to milky girl. The recipe was invented in Germany, however, it is very popular in Eastern Europe. The cake layers are prepared on the basis of condensed milk, which makes this cake melt in your mouth delicious. In this video, I'll also show you how to make sugared cranberries, which is perfect for snacking or dressing up your desserts or cocktails. Let's begin with preparing the sugared cranberries first, as we will be using them to decorate our cake. Making sugared cranberries is very simple. Combine 1 cup of water and 1 cup of sugar in a saucepan. Cook over medium-high heat until the sugar dissolves and the mixture comes to a simmer around the edges. Cool the syrup to room temperature. When the syrup is cool, add the cranberries and stir to coat. Use a slotted spoon to remove the cranberries from the syrup and place them on a cooling rack set over a sheet pan to drain. Let the cranberries dry for 45 minutes. Pour 1 cup of sugar into a shallow dish and transfer the cranberries gently, a few at a time. Roll the cranberries in the sugar until completely coated. Set them aside, and don't forget to snack them while you're preparing the cake. It is super simple to prepare the cake layers, and all the tools that you need are a whisk and a bowl. Begin by preheating your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. In a bowl, whisk 2 eggs with a pinch of salt. When foamy, add 4 ounces of melted room temperature butter. Whisk to combine. Now add 1 can of condensed milk, and it's very tempting not to eat it. The mixture will become very custardy. Then sift in the dry ingredients, and that's 3/4 cup of flour and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Mix evenly. Your batter is ready. It's that simple. Divide the cake batter in 2 and use a large baking pan. Cover it with parchment paper or a silicone mat. Spread the batter evenly using a cake spatula. Bake in a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 to 12 minutes or until golden. Repeat the process with the second batter. When your cake layers are baked, let them cool at room temperature before trimming the edges. If you noticed, I rushed and sliced the edge here on the right when it was still hot and it looks a bit crumbly. On the top, however, I sliced it when it was cooled and it looks very even. An important point, you need to cool and store each cake separately from the other. Do not stack on top of each other as they will stick to each other. Now let's prepare the super easy frosting. In a bowl, add 12 ounces of cream cheese that has been softened at room temperature. Beat it with an electric mixer until creamy. Add a splash of vanilla and combine. Now add 3/4 cup of powdered sugar and mix it in. At this point, add 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream and carefully start beating until you have a homogeneous creamy consistency. Your frosting is ready. It's time to assemble the cake. Trim the edges of your cake layers and use them as a snack. Carefully remove the parchment paper. Slice the cake layers right in the middle. Now you have 4 layers. Place the first cake layer and cover it with the cream cheese frosting. Now to my favorite part. Add a chaotic layer of cranberry sauce, which I prepared in advance. You can get the recipe if you click the link in the corner or in the comment section of this video. In addition, I blended the cranberry sauce and passed it through a sieve to extract only the liquid out of it. You can experiment with this recipe and add fresh berries or other types of jam fillings. Repeat the process with the remaining layers and make sure not to add the cranberry sauce on top of your last cake layer. Proceed with dividing it into mini cakes. Trim the frosted edges so you can see your beautiful layers. Use the remaining frosting and pipe some pretty flowers on top. Decorate with your sugared cranberries and a few leaves of rosemary. These are delightful airy cakes with the right amount of sweetness paired with perfect tartness from the cranberry sauce. Ideal for lovers of vanilla and delicate cakes. So beautifully decorated. This mini cakes will definitely be a showstopper at any dessert table. Enjoy! See you next time!